Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
We'll take over first and 10.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Wallace. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Singleton. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. At the 45, on his way. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Horn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Hunter. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 7, Colorado 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Snags it over the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quarterback checking the play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, he'll let it fly. With the catch, it's Saunders. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Penn State.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Penn State 10, Colorado 0.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Sanders. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
This time he's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Looking deep. And the ball is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the safety did a great job staying back in that cover 2 look. He's got basically that half of the field. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, and he knows where he's going with it. He was able to make a jump on the ball and end up picking it off.
Going up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The incompletion on 1st down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Smashes through. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Aller. him downfield. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Comes out throwing on 1st down, using the quick game. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Buying some time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's good. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Gain of 14. 1st down for the offense.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. No good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. 1 more snap coming before halftime. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
Penn State 17, Colorado 0.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The give to the lone running back. And he's brought down after a nice game.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Allard. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Mark down at the 45. 3rd down coming up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
And it'll be down right there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
2nd down after that incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Handoff to the lone back. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. He's got him this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And that pass intercepted.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They're backed up, and they'll just throw it again. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffs. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
That makes the score. Penn State 24, Colorado.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Number 91 sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
By the quarterback. Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The give as they work on that clock. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Horn. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air, it's Sanders. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads it left. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking deep. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Buffaloes are on the move. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here,
touchdown, Buffaloes! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 10 with the catch in the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw at Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That keeps the score. Penn State.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
the hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Aller. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front at steak dinner tonight. My goodness, when you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks or want to play quarterback.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Might as well give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.